Off tape is the off tape. This is the off tape shit.
These people who done the now it don't happen. I was saying no. You know, so that's how they let me on.
Yeah.
I think we're like 5 of us left. And then when I rapped, it was now the 3 of us left. So we're now on stage, passing the microphone, just rapping. At the point, it turned into a decent thing. And the crowd was just cheering. So they couldn't get a winner from the 3 of us. They now said, okay, the next weekend or so, there's another lit in Anglican Girls Secondary School, still in that Sule.
Wow.
That will continue. That we're going to continue there. And I said, fine. I can never forget the names of those guys. One is Mad Max, and the other one is Cool G.
Okay.
I don't know who they are. I don't know where they are. I don't know how they are. But these were 2 people who actually pushed me to get on a stage in a school, you know. So when I went home that day, my brother, I wrote 15 pages of rap that I was going to use, that I was going to use against the 2 of them in that Anglican school. When we got to the Anglican school that day, I had the pages in my back pocket. I don't write, I don't rehearse, I don't do everything with the weight. You know, so immediately we walked into the school, somebody from the other school, from Sule Girls, saw me and was like, hey, rapper. Of course, I didn't have a name. So the guy just said, rapper. He remembers me from that school.
Yes.
So that was officially the first time somebody hailed me
as a rapper.
He was an Anglican girl. So the guy did that, rapper. I hailed, you know, I felt really, you know, when they say, my head will explode. You know, but unfortunately, we never had the rap competition in Anglican, and it never happened again.
Wow.
Until the Unilag won. And, you know, from there, 1994, I just went on.
Yeah.
You know, then changed my name, then gave myself a Soul MC. At first, it was Soul MC. And then when I realized it was getting a bit serious, I decided to remove MC from it because there were too many rappers with MC to their names back then. MC Yellow, MC Red, MC Ren, MC, and whatnot. So at first I thought about, I don't know where Rugged came into it.
That's what I wanted to ask you now. See, how did the name Ruggedman came? Because it's a bad name.
I think it was, you know, there's something I said some years later. I said, for you to survive in Nigeria, you have to be tough. You have to be rugged.
Yes.
So I think that was how Rugged came into it. And then first it was Soul MC.
Off tape is the off tape.
I don't know. No, that was. Then by the time I met Paul Play in 1998, 99, he tried to give me rap.com. Imagine me in 98, 99. We were already on the internet. That's why I said I was exposed to a lot.
Yeah.
As of 1998, I was already on doing internet stuff.
Yes,
so that's why.
Yahoo already.
My brother, if I enter Yahoo that time, for them blue.
I'm telling you. It's quite.
I'm talking 1997, 98, 99, you know. So he tried rap.com, but it did not stick. Anybody who listened to my first single that dropped in 1999, which is What If, Paul Play produced it, Paul Play featured on it. You know, there was a part he was singing, and I said, rap.com, kick it for me one more time. You know, but rap.com didn't stick. You know, I love comic books.
Yeah.
I love comics a lot. So I was always buying comics. I had a lot of comic books. So Spider-Man, Aquaman, Superman,
Batman, and all of that.
I said the blue trumpet, Ruggedman. Boom.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
So that's how the name came about. A lot of people have asked me, how did you come up with the name Ruggedman? Was it this or that? Nah, that's how it happened.
Wow, it's very, very unique. The way it came, it's very unique. Trust me. And that rap.com, like if that would have worked, You know, there's a site now big in America, rap.com. I mean, rap. You know, they would have.
Are you?
Yes, yes, very big right now in America. So they would have paid you for that name because you'd have gotten that domain, you know, by now.
Yes, sir.
Just like how JJC
Yes,
said. JJC said in my last interview, he had the name Big Brother first, but he was saying he doesn't want THER to be too long. So he just said Big Bro Vas. So to just be easy, VAS.
Yeah.
So if he had known, yeah, so he said if he had known, he would have just made it Big Brother. By then, Big Brother would have paid him for using the name because he had it before them, you know. So I think that's the thing that makes you guys legends, Sha, because there are many things that have been before, you know, before brands started using them now, you know. So
yeah,
it just shows when God wants to use you for a generation, that's how it always turns out. Like things just works in future, you know, for you.
yes,
Knowing or knowing,
yes.
you know. I also go to our next question. What inspired you? Were you, when you started out, did you want it to be controversial, or just because of how you saw things that you came out controversial? So what was it from the inception?
I've always been a vocal person from day one. So if there's an issue, I like to speak, especially if it concerns me. I like to speak on it. I like to say something. Not like all these ones nowadays that something will happen to one family or one couple. Somebody will just carry camera and say, look, this thing that's happening to Mr. Bro, let me tell you my own opinion. My own opinion. I don't do that. Me, I talk about that concerns me. So, I've always been a very vocal person. I say it like it is. So when I came into the industry after my first single, and while I was still recording, very excited, you know, and I realized that, you know, like some people who I felt were not that good were being celebrated back then, being called the best, you know. So I just thought to myself, it's either I do something about it, you know, let people know that we do have good rappers, very good rappers and singers and all that should be celebrated. It's either I do that or I just leave music for them and just go and look for something. Maybe today, if I'm taking the second option, I probably will be a doctor or a farmer or a fashion, you know, furniture maker by now, but I decided to do something about it. So the best way to express yourself as a rapper is to rap.
Yes, because you can say a lot.
What,
You can say a lot with rap music. That's true.
yeah. So that's why I decided, you know what, just talk about it. Tell them what you feel. Speak your mind.
Okay.
Speak your
also, what inspired the monster hit? Because was a monster hit. I remembered. In fact, I will before I even want you to talk about I will just throw one of the places we met. I think was in a Rhythm FM in Port Harcourt. I don't know if you can remember in Forces Avenue when they were opening Rhythm FM with LD Extra Large.
Yeah, Lock Dunby.
Yes, I remember you were the one that opened.
Just name.
Yes, you are the one they brought to open the River State Port Harcourt Rhythm FM. That was the first place we met. I was a young dude then. I know was a massive hit on the radio, and you came to Forces Avenue. Then there was a basketball game tournament, and LD was there, Andre Blaze was there, and I know that it was fun. I'll talk about another experience again, but maybe later as we're chatting, I will get to know. When you know, maybe you say, "Wow, you're the one." So tell us, how did the hit come? What inspired that monster hit? You know, what
It's basically the same thing I said. I just felt people who were being celebrated at that time were not good enough. You know, I just felt they weren't good enough, and then there were more people who should be celebrated because they were very good. I love to give honor to whom honor is due. So that's the kind of person I am. So and I decided to, you know what, let me talk about it. Let me put it into a song. Let me let people know, you know. As far as I was concerned, to me, I felt a master song because I was going against the biggest in the industry back then. So maybe you drop the song, maybe after 1 week, 2 weeks, they just squash everything, just pack up my CD, everything, throw it for one side, you know. But I didn't know I was speaking the mind of millions of Nigerians back then.
Yes.
So that was what inspired. I came out the song, said what I said. Some people were copying, some people weren't good enough, and all whatnot. Of course, rap now, you have to put the bragging and everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Jay's Crib. Jay's Crib is a short-let apartment located in Orchard Road. It's a 3 well-furnished apartment in Orchard Road, Eleganza in Lekki. You know, very well furnished, lovely, cozy, where you can chill with friends. So you can book by the details.
Yes, yes.
And then the fact, what really broke the camel's back was like something nobody had ever done in Nigeria, rap wise, I think, was do a song and name names.
Yes.
Name names. I wasn't trying to spit metaphors. I wasn't hiding behind, wordplay. I hit the nail on the head. No more games. I go name names. I no go play. Now time to okay.
Yes.
Time straight. And then again, something also happened. Yeah. When I started writing, I wrote it in all English. I wrote the first verse and a half. I wrote in English, and then back to that same show in '94 that I was talking about, Mr. Macho in Unilag. Something happened there that kind of like changed the way I did everything.
Okay.
When we were rapping, it was nice. People were watching. Oh, these guys can rap. Oh, they rap for English. We're spitting metaphors and everything. Yeah, it was cool. Then I don't remember the name of this Fuji. There was a Fuji artist that came to perform that day. That night. I don't remember who. I don't know if it was Obesere or Pasuma, but I know there was a Fuji artist that came. And what shocked me was when the Fuji artist got on stage and started performing, yeah, the way the crowd responded. In my mind, this is a university. These are posh girls and posh guys and everything. This was my thinking back then as a young boy. These are posh girls and posh guys. But immediately the Fuji artist started, the miniskirt, if you just them pull them up.
Them.
Everywhere scattered, and everybody was singing along, go shouting, so that made me ask myself, what is this guy doing that we didn't do?
Yes.
You understand? But fast forward, I had a conversation with Paul when I was writing, and Paul Play told me something. He just broke it down for me and said, look, that guy is speaking in English that everybody in that place can understand. So basically, what he told me was, he's talking to them and they can hear him, they can understand him, they can sing along and do everything. So he's speaking their language, basically. So first they started swing lyrics to pidgin.
Okay.
And if you listen to my Ruggedy Baba track, there was a line that was and Paul Play had a hand in letting me know what to do to the range eventually. That was what I was talking about. Paul Play just told me the language. And that was also part of what led to me doing Ruggedy Baba, the track.
Okay.
Because I was listening to American rap. I was listening to Ghanaian hip life. I was listening to South African soul. But I was listening to Jamaican reggae. I was listening to Nigerian Fuji Juju, Afrobeat. But there was nothing for Nigerian rap. Nigerian R&B, which is what is Afrobeat today.
Yes.
You understand? There was nothing like that or for that. So I decided to do this. I decided to let people know that we need to put a face to our own music. The only way you can put a face to your music, I'll go back to Ruggedy Baba.
Yes.
The part of Ruggedy Baba where I said, The only thing we're going to make them know where your music come from in the long run, not the future. Your slang and your other tongue. So that kind of made Nigerians sit up and say, let's do good music. Let's stop paying. Let's stop celebrating mediocrity.
Yes.
And then Baba made Nigerians say, you know what? Let's put our mother tongue. That's why Nice says, speak more in your mother tongue. More. So basically, Ruggedy Baba, you know what Rugged and Nice said is true. Let's put a face there. Let them know where we come from. If you check from 2006 when Ruggedy Baba till date, every song that's been a hit in Nigeria has been a song that has Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa in it.
Yes.
So basically, I will tell you with my full chest that I'm happy to be one of those who gave birth to your Afro beats today.
Contemporary and with the conscious mind. And now I understand why you said the world know only Juju, Fuji, and Afro beats. We all know hip hop, they run the streets.
Yes, now.
Yes. It was really true. Hip hop was really running the streets, but we were not recognized for it because it was not our music. You know,
yes.
And
we have our own.
Yes. Yes, and we need to own it. If we say we want to do hip hop, then we need to own it. That's
now we own it. We even own other people's own. See, I'm a piano. See, I'm a piano. That's South Africa. Now, South Africa. How we are doing our own.
Nigeria, even when Azonto was raining, I remember Nigeria took Azonto and
Nigeria. No, don't try my country.
Don't try also. I'm telling you. So how was your switching to the party track like? Because you moved to Move Your Body when you changed to Baraje. So, and how did you switch that? Was it because dancing was what was in the thing, or you just decided to do a dance track?
Well, because when I dropped obviously it rubbed some people the wrong way. You know, the fans of the artists I mentioned, they didn't like it. Obviously, it didn't go down well with them. So, you know, I was hearing a lot of people talking about, okay, yeah, he doesn't know how to rap. He doesn't know how to rap. He can only diss people. That's after I dropped. They were just looking for something negative to say. He said he doesn't know how to rap. We hate him. Some people say they like him. You know. So that now led me to do the track Peace or War.
Yeah, I know that.
You understand? I did Peace or War. I even went as far as hip hop is a culture, you know, that involves a lot of things, dressing, dressing, beatboxing, graffiti, you know, sampling,
break dancing, and all those.
Thank you. So when I started hearing some people saying he doesn't know how to rap, and I decided, okay, let me give them a rap track my own way, the rugged way, the Nigerian way. For that Peace or War. And I took a lot of sampling. You know, I didn't sample other music, but I sampled people. I sampled a lot of Nigerian OAPs.
Yes, I remember.
Interviews that I got my own copy of the interviews, and I was you hear JJ Top Gun. There was one part you hear Nigeria's Ruggedman, you know, there's something he said, I put it there. And there was this Chinwe that was in Rhythm, Lagos.
Yes, I remember.
You hear her go, he is controversial, you know? So I was just sampling. I was doing hip hop. I did that track the way Americans were doing their hip hop, but I was with our own Niger things.
Yes.
You know, and then what now killed it the most was because people were saying they like Ruggedman, they hate Ruggedman. So I was ending each verse with, I don't send anything with them to talk because what I've done, I've said what I said. So I ended each verse with, I purposely ended each verse with, I don't speak my mind and I will still speak more. You either love me or hate me in peace or war.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So that you know, that was what led to that. And then when I did the rap track, now I don't fall their hand. They don't see say I did rap. when they switch to it, you cannot do dance track. You cannot do track we can dance to. You cannot do track we can dance to. That's why I started Baraje with, for those that say I don't have a dance track.
And that came hard. That came hard, really hard.
That was the icing on the cake. That one just finished everything. No can get anything to talk again.
That came hard. That came hard. The production, the beats. Till today, if you play Baraje in anywhere, the production, the kick. I don't know.
Sounds. Joe Kenny, that was Joe Kenny and OJB Jazreal. God rest OJB soul.
God rest OJB soul. I remember. Wow, that was a record. Like, because there are a few songs that you hear today that you can match productions. Songs like Kongaso, songs like your songs. If you play them today, you know that these songs were properly made and they were properly mastered.
Yes, so that song, I started writing Baraje when I was leaving OJB studio in Baja then. One evening, I wrote the first 2 lines of the chorus. I was in a bus going home. I sit down for the last seat.
That's the inspirational side.
I didn't go out that time, so I sit down. I was sitting at the end, the left, the window. I was like, it's either I sit in front. If I can't sit in front, I'll sit either at the end left or right.
I did like that.
So I can never forget coming from Baja. We were just on Barracks Bridge, the Barracks Bridge. That's where I wrote, move your body, make you shake that thing where you get. Let the music inside your head. I was inside a bus like this, writing.
Welcome to the Off Tape Show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel now and turn on your notification.